Once again, this is the route. Gonna go pretty nice and slow. Just do one pull at a time. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And then over here we can get a little more aggressive if we're feeling it. But if not, no big deal. And we're gonna kill the last two. Seems like a good, safe pug strat. No complaints coming in from me on that one. Hit the reflask. I have control undead in this key. Once again, I'm playing the super defensive build. Just gonna try and do as many stops and as things possible for the boys. All right. Pausing the music. Is the YouTube command just fucked? Why doesn't it like post the thing? It's kind of weird. There we go. Okay, it did. All right, so come over here. First things first, you got to put this guy on focused. That was not the best way to pull it, but I think it's fine. Yeah, we're all right. Tombstoning in the D&D, big fuck damn. Gonna sleep that cast. Always kill the bird first and put the big guy on focus for the kick. You can also, if you're very young and wise, you can grip the war spears when they jump out. And then your team doesn't get bled. The plane stompers do not do the cleave, so you can kind of walk them around however you want to get them on people. Oh, that was not great. This looks fine, I think. We're going to go to the next pull. I'm going to keep that one on focus in case they don't kick, but I'll be ready to kick this one as well. Gripping that cast. This one should die before we need another kick, actually. That's perfect. Kicking the new one. Oh, that guy just got rolled. That's got to be a run back angle, my man. Yeah. Gripping these guys in now. I'm just going to IBF so I can stand in the stun to make sure they stay grouped. Going to sleep that cast. Surely that doesn't pull, and I'm helping with explosives. Gotta get the kick. And we're kind of just chilling now. Nothing's really happening. We're going to grab the other pack in a second once everyone's here and ready to go. Okay, go like this. Now you want to kill the bird. Kill the bird. Gripping this guy in. Helping with explosives when I can. Gripping that. We're going to need a kick. Surely someone will kick. Very good. Bird kind of owned that guy. Team was definitely not focusing on the bird as hard as they could have, so that's really unfortunate, but I think we're still going to be okay on time. Gripping that. That should get kicked. Then I'm swapping mine to this guy. Alright, we are looking pretty good now. These pulls are pretty brutal, especially because of the war spears right here. They just do like some nasty bleed, and then people just getting shot. So as long as you just slowly go through this without too many deaths, you should always be good. It's really good to chain the high health mob into the next pull, but I know for some groups it's a little sketchy because you don't have like kicks figured out potentially. That gets kicked. Alright, so I'm going to swap my focus to this guy because they are kicking the other one. And then I'm going to grip this guy in, kick that, grip this guy in, and they're nice and stacked up. Got a massive shield here, so I'm just going to get as much RP as possible for when I do actually take damage. Got that kick. Alright, playing with that music is kind of weird, but oh well. And then we're going to slowly move this guy to the next pack. Normally I would pull the Pat and this over here, but that's probably kind of hard for pugs, I would say, because you have to stop War Spear cast from going off. Which is probably something most people don't know to do or even care to do. I have Sleet up for the first rally. I'm just going to press it. And make sure you always have the Lance Master on focus so you can just get the kicks while doing whatever the fuck. So here I'm just going to hit the War Spear, and the next time it does its charge here in 6 seconds, I'm going to try and grip it. so my team doesn't get the bleed. So we're gonna take a step away, and then you grip it. He was really close, so he got hit. But if your DPS are a little further away, you can definitely grip it before they get hit. I think I'm just gonna send the whetstone. I think it'll be up later, so it's not that big of a deal. Overall, pretty chill first area. Everyone's kind of playing the game. Seems fine. No issues there, really. On this boss, when the ad walks in, you always want to put it on focus so you can get easier grips. Put it on focus, give it a chains. You're gonna drop the D&D slow here as well, even though for some reason it's DR'd. Interesting. That thing is just getting cooked. Does advance AMS, you stand in and you get a full RP bar. I guess it doesn't do enough damage on a 20 to do that, but you get like 60 RP. That's pretty alright. Just waiting along, hanging out. Focus, chains, wait. D&D slow on this one. And we just kind of just do the same thing on repeat. Some groups like to just CC these at the end, which you can do, but in a pug that might be a little risky. So just expect to have to kill them all. In a reason to not macro Western with slappy hands. Sometimes I use them apart from one another. So I just have them macroed, or I don't have them like macro together. Like there are times where I'll send whetstone on a boss to kill it, but I'll save slappy hands to group the next pull after a boss. Because you need it for like AoE threats and just grouping purposes. But there's nothing wrong with like macroing like these abilities together, like whetstone, A-bomb, and raise dead. Excuse me, raise dead. I know a lot of people do that because it makes it easier for them. Focus, slow, blast the boss. We probably could have committed here if like the rogue was about it, but you know, it's fine. Rogue and druid can CC this pretty easily. We're gonna shoot 2 more spears. Gonna use this, rune tap, stand in, easy. Could have hit Lichborn and IBF, but I'm gonna save them for the next area because this boss is gonna die in the next 30 seconds. So I want to use my lower CDE cooldowns. Yeah, this group seems decent. I'm trying to join pugs that are like 25 to 2600 IO because I feel like that's the type of people that are working on 20s. So no one's too crazy, I think, in these groups. I'm gonna get launched here, I believe. Wow. Alright, cool. So yeah, like this guy's 25, 25, 25, 26. So I feel like that's a pretty like, that's like a group that's working on 20s. I don't want to join a group that's like 2000 doing like alt keys or something, right? But yeah, this group seems pretty decent. Oh, the Evoker's super geared, but the other guys are not turbo geared. Like 412, 410. Shadow Priest is playing pretty well for a 410 guy, I would say. Alright, so I like to do Waterfall first, because usually cooldowns are going to be up here, because you don't use them twice on the boss. So, yes. Me, Diamond. Okay. This is probably kind of rough with a pug, I would imagine. Just... obviously just the fact that you're not coordinating kicks too much. But, you know, surely it'll be okay. I'm going to kick this one. I'm going to help the healer probably with explosives here because I think casts are going to start going off. Ripping that. Helping with explosives. Stormbolt's going off on the Evoker here. My biggest gripe with playing with the Resto Druid healer has got to be the no kick. It is really fucking annoying, I feel. Especially if you play with like 2 ranged, right? It just feels really not great in some of these keys. But Rogue DK can definitely deal with it because of the amount of AoE stops they have. But overall, I'm not sure how strong it is. I think most of the Resto Druid groups want to play with like triple melee too. It seems to be the pug strategy that you focus down the second caster, which is good, I guess. I mean, that's... oh, yeah. Okay, we're good. So here I'm going to sleep this next cast. Threats not good here, so I'm going to have to use grip for threats. This one's kind of getting owned. Oh, this rogue's kind of locking it down. Druid's getting cast on. Another cast. I have to go over here now to get threat on these. Surely we get the MD, right? Surely? Surely MD. Alright. This is fine. It'd be really nice if we got an MD to kill the Gust really fast, but they might be using it for funnel damage. Kicking that one. Ideally, the Rogue kicks next here, and then we can just move along. I think we're going to play the Kodos next. That seems like the correct play here. Actually, no. We should go do this first, and then do the Kodos after, because we have relatively good damage for this one. This is the last hard totem pole. Kicking these, not on me. Making sure I get that. And pressing all the buttons. On some of these hard trash pulls, it's really good to help with explosives, because as seen there, like sometimes your healer just can't get it. I get the kick on this one, and it should just die. Shadow Priest surely uses silence, right? That's an ability they have. Good job, Rogue player. This Rogue is actually doing pretty good stops, it feels. Alright, so here, it looks like we have a good pass. We're going to do the guy right here. I might wait to pull it in to make sure I get the first kick. Yeah, we don't have kicks, so here's the point where you don't want to just insta-pull, because someone will die. So you just wait a second, you know you're going to have kick, and you go in. And hopefully this Rogue realizes he has to kick next. That would be really good. Nice, okay, he did. This next one's going off, though. So I will be able to zone whoever it is on. Let me just figure out where. It's on me. Perfect. That's so good for us. Alright, cool. Hit a tombstone there. I wasn't in D&D, but I just wanted to get the absorb amount. It's on me again, so I'm not going to kick. Rogue did. That's fine. I will now have kick for the next one. It's on me again. Oh, dude, this is so nice. When it's on you, you can greed your kick really hard because you know you'll live, right? And then you can see if your teammates use theirs, and then you save your kick for when they need it. This is actually really nice. They're just all going on me, unless that's like a visual bug and it's actually going on someone else. Chain lightning on the Rogue. I'm just going to kick that one. And we're just running it back over here. Okay, this looks good. So that one should die. The Rogue can kick. Perfect. This guy's a gamer. Yeah, I always feel like if you're a pugging and you get one DPS that's just like good at using their interrupt, like it makes this shit so much easier. Just gonna AMS the Arcing Slash, get full RP. I think I'm just gonna press here. I don't really need it for boss at all. Like, we're going really fast. And we're gonna have Lust in the boss anyways, so you know we're chilling. Rune tap those strikes. I had a big shield too, didn't even break. My kick there, it should be Spree's kick. Perfect, he got it. I'm just gonna IBF these 2 hits on me. And we can slowly walk into the boss. I like to do the route where you don't kill the Kodo on DK, because I don't think it's very optimal to just pull those 3 mobs by themselves, but at the same time, in a pug, it does make sense to kill it. Zone 1-3 on blue. Okay, we're going. Just gonna AMS instantly so I don't get one-shot by the wind burst, because it queues up the ranged auto. Priority target for totem poles. I usually like to kill the big guy first, but in a pug, I think you probably want to kill the caster that you can CC. That's probably the most optimal way to get through the pack, because time really isn't an issue, and it's really easy to wipe because you're not coordinating kicks very well, I would imagine, in a pug. And you can lock down that guy pretty well, and just make sure no one's going to get one-shot by just the other cast going off, so if you stop one of the mobs, it's probably fine. So here, I'm going to lava zone down on blue. No one is in it. That is fine. And then we can AMS right out of this, so we don't have to spread. And then I'm going to use this to go walk over to this guy. Perfect. And we're kind of just chilling right now. Like, this boss is pretty chill. If you walk out of melee, it's going to magic hit you. So, you know, like, press like a little button here. Like, you can rune tap. Have your shields, you know. I'm going to rip my 2s here because they should come up the next time I need them. Getting my refresh on orbs. And I'll just press all my 2s now. We're gonna get one more power storm or electric storm here for sure. I could have potentially AMS this one to give us more space, but since we didn't kill the, or since we did kill the Kodo, we don't really need it. I'm just gonna vamp rune tap here so I can't die. And I don't know if we have VE. It's not showing the CD for some reason on my UI, but should be perfectly fine here. I have a big absorb. I'm not gonna take any damage. And I will have AMS right out of this, so I don't get the thing. So AMS now, don't take a couple ticks, and then boom, no debuff. Very good to do this when you want to make sure your group has plenty of room. If it feels crowded or something, it's good. Alright, so we're making pretty good time. I would say this pug is kind of chilling. This rogue is definitely a cranker. So we're just going to do this full first. This is a solo kick mob. Rune tap. Tombstone. Big tombstone. Birds are coming out like 20 seconds out. Rogue kick there. That's good. And try and help with explosives when I can. Normally you could pull this into that other pull, but you don't need to. Got the taunt on that. I'm just going to get the kick in case he couldn't. And I think I'm just going to A-bomb for threats. Once the beast collar is dead, I can chain. I'm just going to use kick there. And then we are not going to chain. Oh my explosives. So here, like, you definitely want to be helping with explosives. So I'm going to wait to see if they kick on this diamond mob here. Is it diamond? Yeah, it's got to be diamond. So I'm going to wait to see. We all kicked, so the rogue should be next. I believe in our rogue man to kick next. He's got it. Nice. Rogue master. Oh, it's the rogue guest? Is that the rogue guester? Okay, I see. So just kind of figure out, make sure people are using their kicks. We are kicking. This is good. Alright, cool. So that was pretty chill. Who's you staying alive as a Grand Malish as an original negotiation? Using like Vamp Rune Tap, getting a D&D down, and then hitting Tombstone, like you should have a lot of globals then to like get RP and then kind of get situated. Tombstone with Vamp is a big shield. It's definitely really strong. Or just use some cooldowns like here, you know, I go in with Vamp Rune Tap, makes it safe. I can use I can Hard Strike twice in the D&D to get like full RP, and then you're kind of just safe from here on out, right? I think this is fine. I'm just gonna do it. Oh, we just didn't kill explosives. That's brutal. I think this is a run back angle for the boys, and I have to do all the explosives. All right, this is cool. My kick there. Surely the rogue can get next. And I have A-bomb limit everything up, so I think this is fine-ish. Just need to make sure I'm getting the explosives. Okay, rogue kick. Nice, he got it. I think we can do this without a healer, but I need to get my soul. My kick. That's tragic. I have Descrest up for that. This healer is kind of struggling with explosives, so I should probably just be more aware of that and get more of them. But yeah. I can't really go in to get that one because I don't have Death Caress up. These need to be good. Got that one. Okay, good. I could love a zone now if I was really scared of these casts, but since it's only a 20, I don't think I'm going to get one shot with 2 of them going off. Rogue should be back in time for the next kick or the DPS Evoker. Either or. That went off. Think we're okay. Yeah, this is like moderately okay. I think that was only bad because of the explosive situation there. Normally that pull would not be that bad since you do have the Mystic. with the juice. Don't need to get that. I'm gonna put this guy in focus so I can just kick him when I need it. Should walk in now. And I think I'm just gonna AMS these, get a full RP bar for the next one. And we have less than 3, so we probably want to not get extra count now. We just want to push towards getting the boss as soon as possible. 3 minutes to do the 2 hill pulls. That should be fine. These stand mechanic don't release. No. Rats. One thing I noticed in PoVs is people are so quick to release sometimes, or they just don't release. I feel like people just don't understand when is the right time to release versus when is the right time to wait for a res. Here, clearly that's a wait for a res angle, but... Wait, I lost my guy. What the fuck? Huh. I don't know how did I even have him to begin with? I thought I picked him up. That's weird. Oh well. 230. Actually, we can probably. Wait, what are we dying to? Oh, he didn't pick up his soul. Wow. Okay. We're gonna help. We're gonna help. We do not use a res here, my man. You have to run back. Who's helping with the explosives right now? Oh, the DPS evoker. What a guy. What a guy. Explosive, explosive, explosive. So we have 2 minutes on Lust. We probably want to be pushing... We're going to do that pack over there, and then we'll probably do one other pack, and then Lust will be up perfectly. We'll get the rest of count and go to last boss. We're still going at a speed where we probably aren't going to get that extra Lust. But, you know, that's fine. Going this fast is fine. Pet, when you mount like that, make sure your pet doesn't run through that pack at blue, because it will pull it, and that's obviously not what you want to see. Himo is not bait. It's definitely a good talent, and it does a lot of damage. I just choose to take Rune Tap instead of it at the top of the tree, because it does overheal a little bit. But it's definitely a good talent for damage, especially when you pair with Bloodshot. It's very strong, and I would definitely recommend taking it if you don't feel like you need anything more for survivability. In like 25 keys, I feel like I need Rune Tap and Red Thirst points and the UE, so I just opt to not take it. But if I was doing like a chill key where I wanted to do as much damage as possible, probably can get away with not playing that. You don't have to play Rune Tap, you don't have to play Purg, you don't have to play any of those talents. In like this key, for instance, I could probably play a really offensive build and it would be fine. But I'm just playing the build I normally play, and I'm not trying to do some build where I do like, you know, 80k overall or something stupid. But Himo is very good. I would not consider it a bait talent at all. Yeah, I am control undeading the Mystic. I know with my UI right now it's like kind of overlapping and it's annoying, but yeah, you get the Mystic. I'm gonna go do the RP because the healer is not. You get the Mystic and it gives your group this wind ability right here, which is a haste buff. It's like I think it's like 40% haste or something. I'll mouse over it when I can in a second. See, so here it's casting it on us, and then we all have that haste buff. 20% haste. Pretty good. So I'm gonna redo my guy here, taunt him. Boom. Okay. Put this guy in focus because you're gonna have to kick it. And then you just wanna go like this, taunt this guy in, and pop every button. Surely these guys lust, yes. Lust? Any lusters? Lust. No lusters? So I'm gonna stack on the range here. What the fuck are we doing? This is potentially bad. Yeah, that's like, what are we doing? We have 3 reses, so it's fine. Yeah, I don't know why I put a marker down to stack on it, and we just walked right next to it, so we got insta hit by the other tornadoes, which is kind of troll, but I guess we have our reses, so it's fine. I'm gonna save my potion here for a pull after boss. Gonna kick now. No one will get shot. I'm probably gonna lob a zone on the next one just to be. No, we have cloak. Like we have every button. We just didn't press anything. Okay, that's weird. I'm just gonna AMS so I don't get feared. And we're chilling. So there's gonna be a Gale Arrow. I don't know what to do here. This might not be just to just stay away from the mangle. I'll probably drop a zone on the range though, so they don't die. No, get away from me. Get away, get away, get away. Okay. So that's fine. We live that one. As long as we live this next one, I think we're fine. Timer-wise, I could just solo the boss at that point. We once again did not really press buttons, which is weird. Is that like a normal thing? People just don't use their buttons? Kick that insta. And then we have to bait away from the range, ideally. This is alright. As long as it's close enough to not get the buff, you're fine. Doesn't really matter. We have to live through one more repel here, which is kind of... I don't think it's going to be a problem, but we'll see. So here comes the repel. Just stay away from us, please. Just don't... Nothing weird here, and we're alright. Alright, so we're good. We're good. I'm going to stack on these guys. This is plenty of space. We're good. Just got to dodge. Alright, cool. Perfect. So that boss is done. That first one's a little spooky because we, the range group and the melee group are like that close. So obviously the tornadoes just insta-clipped and it was over. But yeah. This is probably too scary of a pull to do right now. So I'm just going to go like this. Do one by itself. And then all we have to do is these two pulls and then we go to the end. Good kick by that guy. Are you playing Blood DK in Season 2? I don't know. I usually just play what's good for the raid. This tier it was DK and the other tank played Warrior. Next tier, who knows? Could be DK again. Might be Brewmaster. Might be something like that. But yeah, not sure. I like playing DK a lot, so it's definitely going to be my alt at least. But yeah, I'm not sure. No idea yet. I haven't really looked at that stuff too much. Gonna chain this here because I have buttons up. Tombstone, AMS, all these casts at the start, and I am super chilling to get good threat. Lichborn here for a little DR, and then once I need, I can IBF. I think I'm gonna just lob a zone down here for these casts, and I will grip that to stop it. Vamp, kick, a little rune tap action. Probably don't need to do all this, but yeah. Keep the minutes for as long as possible for cleave, and then walk out. And then I'm going to release my Mystic because we need him for count. There we go. So this is a pretty chill... Rune Tap isn't like a required talent. You can definitely play without it. I just usually play with it in like 24s, 25s, so I just have it in all my talents. But if you're doing 20s and you don't feel like you need it or you don't feel like you get good use from it, then you don't have to take it. I think it just like enables you to do like harder pulls sometimes and make them safer. And DK damage is so largely irrelevant to the outcome of the key that why wouldn't you just play a safer build to ensure you can do bigger pulls and enable your team to do more. But by no means necessary do you have to play Rune Tap or anything. The DK tree is kind of flexible. I think the only thing you really want to play is like the 2 points in Shattering Bone now. It's probably like the only thing where it's like, yeah, if you're not playing that, you're kind of hurting yourself a lot because it's so much your overall. I can use 2s on this because it'll be up. I'm not really sure about how easy it will be to do the intermission in a pug. Is it a pug strat to pull all 4 is the question. Do pugs usually do that? What do you replace it with? You could play Hemo. Hemo's a good option with the build I'm playing right now if you don't need it. You could also play Bloodshot instead. Those are like usually your 2 options. You're just playing more damage for Rune Tap. Bloodshot I would say is a significant gain. Especially if you're playing Whetstone. But yeah. Bloodshot Hemo is a really good combo for damage. But if you're in a key where you just don't need damage and all you have to do is live, then you pull all for what? It procs off your dots, and it's really good. Especially if you have the fire rings. It's very strong. I would definitely play it. With DK Dink, you pull out for it? Okay, cool. Got it. Thank you. So we're gonna put some markers down. I'm gonna put this guy in focus. Alright, so Evoker, blue, rogue, red, priest, green, me, purple, sleet into incap roar into 2 times evoker knock. Okay. So said the CC rotation, that should be good. That's all we need, I think, hopefully. But yeah, like on this boss in particular, you I've died like with no cooldowns, so like if you don't have an evoker, I feel like it's the value of rune tap might go up, because you're gonna run out of buttons on some of these bosses. Like here, you can Lichborn 1 here, and then you'll have Vamp Blood up for the next, most likely. Whetstone and Boon are both good options, but I would probably replace the Boon because it's not the most consistent trinket. Vamp this one. I guess that does no damage on a 24. Holy shit. I'm used to like a 25. You get like taken to like literally like 2%, and you're like scared of dying. Alright, so this is gonna phase, I think. Yeah, perfect. Alright, cool. So we just get our CCs here. This should be nice and chill. I'm probably just gonna lob the zone so we don't die. Popping everything. I'm gonna greed the sleet here. An evoker, get your things. Perfect. How good is this team? Holy shit. But yeah, I think Whetstone is an auto lock always. Even more so if you're playing Bloodshot. It's still good without. AMS that, easy. And then your second trinket is usually some like other. I've been playing this just to test it out. I don't know how much I like it. Damage wise, it's definitely not the best. The armor proc seems kind of nice, but I don't know. Holy shit, we are fucking far. Damage proc seems kind of meh. It's like 5%. What's the highest gear completed? I think it's a 27. That's what we have too, but I think other groups are gonna get a 28 this week. I don't know if we can do a 28. We'd have to get pretty lucky with key rolls. But yeah, we have 27 done. Hoping to get, you know, all these on 25 this week, and then maybe some more 26s. I don't think Icon plus Whetstone's the best combo unless everyone in your group has the Icon. That's the thing. Icon loses is not the best trinket for you because you don't benefit that much from the stats. Has anyone ever reached 30? Yeah, last expansion people were doing 30s all the time. Or do you mean this season? People this season have not done 30s. Trampling Hooves is actually pretty alright if you have Bloodshot because it makes the damage scale. But evil raid leaders won't give healers Icon. Yeah, people last season I did some like 31s, which isn't even that high. People were doing like 34s and shit. But yeah, 30s are definitely doable. Oh, that boss was spinning. That was a pretty good pug run. Hopefully that was a helpful little what to do, what not to do. But definitely very flexible key for sure. Oh, I should have looted his fucking tank. Rats. God damn it.